What I'm about to tell you guys, you can do it in your trading view also, and that has to do with this thing, the top and bottom, this bottom. I mean, there will be some of the traders who will be like, I know the top and bottom, but what I am sharing these top and bottom is on the basis of my own custom indicator, which I'm using it right now. So this might help you out to make a sound decision. So stay tuned up until the end, and let's start with some of the you know important understanding which I would like you to understand. This one is a 4 hour time frame, this one is 1 hour time frame, this one is 15, and this one is 5 minute. Okay, so whatever time frame you have your trading style, you can pick that one. So starting with the highest time frame. Okay, so let's start with this 4 hour because it's better to do the top down analysis from high to the low. So the first thing we have is this one. I mean, just to give you the overview about this, what it is indicating right now, 3 day top, in a bracket, 3 day is equal to weekly. What that means is this top includes all the time frame up until week, from smallest 1 second to one second, and then minute to hours to days till week. This include all those time frame. Now this is right now here in this price level. Okay, and currently same thing we have, the same thing, the same 3 day top we have here in the bottom. Okay, this bottom. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay, what interesting about this one right now is it has this, you see, 3D bottom, and highest bottom is in a time frame bottom is 3 day, which includes 3 day and equals to, and then uh, the other time frame also includes bottom, which are for daily, 3 day, 4 hour, and daily. So current bottom we have is this one, which includes all those time frame up until weekly time frame, and this is the price level. Specific price level is this, the low of this candle. And just to add some of the other interesting thing, or interesting thing about this bottom is, let me just delete these thing. Okay, brush. Anyway, when the market was here at the at this peak, and at its peak all-time high, after this the fall we have seen, this fall during this phase there were multiple bottoms also. Okay, so I just wanted to add that fact also, just for an example. If I just do this, replay it, after making a top it will go for the bottom, right? And the bottom doesn't mean it's going to end here like this one right now. We can see, if I just zoom in again, this has a what, and specifically in this case, what are the bottoms we see? That's also important here. This includes, this bottom includes what, the highest time frame is three daily up until 3 day, and lower than that is 4 equal to D, and even that includes the other lower time frame also. But this has this bottom is, this bottom doesn't have a weekly time frame. So if I just I can just do this. Let me highlight it with this way. Okay, Okay, and do not sync for the time being. Let's write it down up to 3 day. Okay, now let me just close this again, and then we have this. Let's do left. Okay, up to 3 day, and after this what we have, uh, price break through this level, after making a new bottom here, which is this one, which does not include the weekly one. Okay, after making this bottom, we seen some consolidation for the upside, consolidation and upside move, and then eventually the price started falling from here for the downside after breaking this level. Specifically, we can see in this candle, the level, the previous, this level, specific level was broken in this candle, and after that fall lead down this BTC price up until this level. Okay, so if I again use a replay here, let me just delete this thing again. Okay, so if I just use the replay, which I mean currently we have this, right? If I just replay here, now the bottom will be here. Okay, see, and this bottom also include, I mean, this is the same sort of a bottom, it doesn't have the weekly time frame like this one. Right now we do not have the weekly on this one also. So what we can do here, in this case also, let me change this color for the time being, because and let's add this as up to 3 day. Okay. Mhm. Okay, up to 3 day. Where is the text? Shoot. Up to 3 day. Now let me just close this thing right now, leave it, and then again we have, this which I have outlined up to 3 day. We can see the reaction is happening around this level for, at the, let me just do one more thing. Let me keep this above, and I'll explain this thing also in after a few minutes or so above. For the time being, let's stay with these levels up to 3 day, the one which I have marked. Currently what we are observing here is price is trying to stay above this, level here in all these, and only in this specific price level where we have seen the price dips below this what level, this previous outline level. And at the same time, when prices dips below this, this level, and made its low here first here, and then this here, it also made what, another bottom. Now if I just rewind again, replay it and make it here, we have a bottom for, and the, that means 4 hour and daily. Hold on a second. Okay, now it's clear. Now we also have the highest time frame bottom information, which is weekly, which used to be, which it doesn't have this here, it doesn't have this here, that weekly time frame, and this is equals to this one, the current one. So this bottom, Now let me just do this and take this. This bottom includes up to weekly, okay? And then here another one we have, it's also, I mean, we currently see it has all the other higher time frame also, because it has broken below this higher, the weekly bottom also. So current bottom is this one, ongoing current bottom. So what I did is I have outlined these levels, and you can do the same in your chart. Once you do this or do that, just sync it in your chart, but global whatever, or that thing, only in chart specific. Sync in chart, and then sync in chart, and lock it. What this will do is, hold on a second, where is, okay, why this doesn't have this one? Okay, okay, here we go. Did I miss this one? Okay, this also has weekly. So what I am gonna do is mark this with up to weekly. Okay, and for the time being, let's delete this one. I will add that later. So now we have multiple levels. This one, even this one, and even this one, including this one also, because that also has some bottom in it, because there were some the move after this one. So let me just, oh, here we go, up until weekly. So let me just do this too. If you did these, all these level, if you have marked it, then we will be analyzing these levels in the lower time frame. Now what other thing which you can do with these levels, usually people, what the traders take some level, this level and this level, and they connect one level like this to this, which isn't wrong. What I want you to do is this. First of all, this is, this one here is up to 3D, right? Doesn't have a weekly. So what can be done with this specific is we can connect this one and this one only. But this level has nothing to do with where the price is right now. It may go, it may going to happen in future, but it's going to be in a very rare or maybe in a very long term case. But what we can do is we can take the highest uh, bottom here, which has happened here, and from here we can connect another bottom in the descending or ascending sort of a trend line. This is horizontal, kind of a ray, and this is very much straight line. Now the other way which I am suggesting is take this level, okay, and then connect this one, I mean the one which I have already done here, this one. We can see this, these two are the level where price has made previous bottom, this bottom, and then this bottom, and this has weekly, up to the weekly, up to weekly. And similarly, now we can see the reaction. I have I've just selected these two lines, right? This one previous, the previous one, and this one is also previous, now current one here. The current reaction we have seen is around this descending trend line. So if you have outlined, it's well and good. Now we can go further in the lower time frame analysis. So even before that, there is one more level which I have outlined here. This one, okay. Let me just do this all, okay, and this one also. Let me just do this and do this and do this. Now, what is the importance of this level and why you should be marking this level? So for that, let me just rewind again because it has to do what bottom and top, right? Everything has to do with the bottom and the top, and this one is the current one which I am trying to make you understand. So let me do this, okay, and we can see some, as we can see here, okay. So we have this initial level where, I mean, we won't gonna get this same top and bottom information, this same sort of a top and the bottom information, because this indicator needs data to present the top and the bottom information. If I just do this, we won't gonna have data point or information. Oh, we do have it anyway, so let's, anyway. So I took this first level, which is 3-day and top. Probably it also include weekly time frame, but I'm just assuming for the time being we only have 3-day and the daily one. So let's close this for the time being and then go back to where I should be placing this replay bar, which is, I think, this one, okay, here. Okay, let's keep it here. Now the point which I have taken in this trend line is this one, 3-day or daily, or daily or 3-day, and we can see this also has daily and 3-day, including the lower time frame, 4 hour and daily, lower than this one. This is lower, this was higher, very much clear. So what I did is I took these two levels. The first level is this one. Let me just rewind it and let me make sure this is the level we have accurately placed, okay. And this was the first, yeah, okay, and this was the first one. And this one, let me just do this way, make it different color. And we have this level right now, and if we see the reaction here in the past, it's gonna take a time. So let's do this, close this, and go back to the previous initial reaction. Okay, here we go. I think, yeah, we have this second pointer. Price took a support here. I mean, this was where the second bottom BTC has made in the past, and then there was some sort of a upside consolidation, and then there is a downside, and again here we seen some sort of a struggle with this BTC price, and then price reclaimed above this level, and then again we have seen a sharp upside and then downfall, consolidation here in the same level here, okay. And here we have seen the a kind of a, I think, big candle breaking below this level, and then sharp downside. And the importance of this thing is this level is currently, I think, where did that go? Oh, this one is the other one. Okay, anyway, that level is sitting below this one. So this is, maybe possibly there will be a chance price may go for below this level in near coming days, weeks, month, nobody knows. But base of the two line which I have outlined, this one, that indicates the next bottom is possibly this level. Okay, this level. Now let's talk about this one. Okay, this is important because right now price is trading nearby or above or below or struggling in this specific level. So let's talk about this current whatever color purple. So let me just do this again to show you guys what this price used to be and why I taken that level. So replay, new, and then let's place it here. Okay, this happened after price breaking below this. Okay, now what is this here? We can see, right? This bottom used to be only daily and 3 day, I think, on all the time frame below 3 day. Now this bottom includes the weekly one also. So this is the highest bottom we can think of at, for the time being in this specific the trend line, which I have already marked, and you should be considering marking it in your chart also. The price is this one, right? You can see this one, the lowest of all in the past. And then the second level, this is the first pointer. Second one, let me just close this and then go back here and see where is the second pointer. The second pointer we have is here in this marked area. So if I just do this, replay it and go back, this probably will only have, yeah, 3 day. Now again, let me emphasize some of the important thing here. This bottom used to have weekly. Okay, maybe this also have it, but it shouldn't be here. Yeah, this doesn't have a what weekly in it because this bottom happened above this highest bottom level, and this only have 3 day up until all the time frame up until 3 day time frame. And why I'm emphasizing this part is because if this after this bottom, if this is happening, this bottom, this new bottom, then price did not go below this level, and the 3 day time frame hold, now this level holds the level, and then it moves for the upside or whatever the case. So I took only the highest, you can say. I took two level which have the first one have the highest, okay, highest level, which is what the weekly time frame, which includes the weekly, we can see here weekly. And then the second one is 3 day. So basis of that, I took only those level, the first pointer level, and then the second one here. And then this is the result of connecting this one and this one, and resulting the level we have here. And this is this level right now. So just to point out some of the importance of this level is, as long as price is trading below this level for the time being, we can assume the market is in the downside, in the in favorable in the downside, I think. And there are other aspect which has to do with these level, which I have outlined in the beginning. Because what these level has and this one has is, this one has the highest uh, bottom time frame, bottom level time frame weekly. This also has the same, and this also has the same. And what is happening right now is price to the price is trying to break below this level in this second attempt also. This was the first, and this one is second. And at the same time, price is trying to break above this level also. So here we can see in the early first bottom here in this specific low, we have seen some rejection from the downside for the upside, and then there were some upside move, right? This move, and basis of that we can assume for the time being, if price gets back above this level and trades above this level, there will be a chances for the upside, not for the very long time, but for the time being, temporary upside sort of a thing. And this is what might going to happen in the upcoming days or weeks or maybe months, nobody knows. But we have this level. This is the level where price currently, from the downside, it's getting a rejection here. If it establishes here above this level, then the upside is possible. And in the downside, we have, vertical, or not vertical, I don't know what is this called, whatever. We have this level, right? We also have this level, right? And we also have this level, the latest one. So I have outlined all this level, right, in the 4 hour time frame, and I've also indicated this could be the new bottom, possibly new bottom. And let me just take a look. Yep, that's okay. That's the possible new bottom. So if you have done all these marking, this one, this one, this one, and multiple one, now there is a last one I want you to mark it in this 4 hour time frame, which has to do with this top, okay, and the last bottom we have here with this BTC in this 4 hour time frame chart. Why? Because this has the time frame up until weekly time frame, which I have already mentioned. Now in this specific top, it only has up until the daily time frame, not even the 3 day. So what might have happened here in this specific top is, you know all the time frame up until daily leads these prices up until here, and then the this 3D and weekly time frame, uh, you know sell off, maybe the higher time frame has more weight on it, and then it falls back below the level where the 3D and weekly gets the price gets a supporting. So the level which I have marked here is this one, the first one is this one, the second one is this one. Now why? Because if price reclaim this level, there is a chances the price go for this level. There will be some challenging levels also, which I will be talking about in the lower time frame. But for the time being, if price will get a rejection, a sort of a good rejection, then this level will be that level, the descending trend or trend line. This will be the rejection level, because we have seen in this case here, when it was trying to go for the upside, but it's not even touching here, it's below this level. uh, let's not include this part, but we can see clearly that we have a top here, and then from here onwards we have seen downside. So for that reason, in you know if price reclaim this level here, this level, after getting multiple sort of rejection, or maybe consolidation here, there is a chances even in the mid. For an example, I mean, there will be a consolidation for sure, okay. There is another case which can happen is, after some sort of a consolidation in any given day or moment, it may go for this level, okay, possibly, and then we will see a rejection. Or the other case is, the price will attempt to go for this level, but there will be only there will only be a consolidation, and eventually price gets a rejection here, and maybe price started trading above here and try to go for the upside, okay, or the downside. And who knows, price may going for this this new bottom, or even before that we have already outlined this and this level, which is indicating this trend line. So in the consolidation phase, price will get some sort of a support here, go then upside, something like this, and eventually maybe in some day the price may come down to this level. So this is what we have in this 4 hour time frame, and these are the levels which I have outlined. Now let's go to the lower time frame. Now, importance of the the in the indicator which I am using it is, I mean, and also the top and the bottom is each time frame has its own top and bottom for sure, I think. Okay, because I've see it in my chart very much clearly. So this level which I have talked about in the 4 hour, it is indicating here in the 1 hour time frame here. Okay, and if I have to mark some level here, I will be taking this level, the highest, and then the lowest one, this one, and connect the lines, and we can see there are some sort of a rejection here already. So just to show you guys, let me just add or maybe do that already. So this was the top here. Okay, and this is the latest. Oh, okay. Anyway, what? Okay, let's take these level, this, and the latest one, which is this one. And if you can see here something specific, I'm not gonna change the color, let me just lock it. The importance is this has a top with some specific time frame which is up until daily, and this one has a top only up until 4 hour, only a, I mean, that doesn't have a daily in it. So we can see after connecting the dots, right, the second dot is here, and that also has to do with the highest to the next lowest. After connecting those two levels, what happens, or what is happening with the prices, price gets a rejection here. Okay, that's the first stop at which I get it in the chart, and then after that, after making a top, price usually go for the downside, right? And even in just to add some of the thing context or anything which has to do with this activity is, uh, since this top has only four, the time frame it has is up until the 4 hour time frame, things which is happening here, this thing includes the lower time frame top and the bottom. Here maybe here uh, the the new bottom has made below all the time frame which it can make, the lower time frame bottom. If we go and take a look with this specific thing, and this is the 15-minute time frame, just to show you guys what could have happened here. As we can see, this used to be a bottom and the lower time frame 15 up until 1. So this is what I was trying to show you guys. Just go back, let's delete this one and let's go back again and leave and come back to this 1 hour time frame. Here, after this top, price comes back down for some sort of a bottom, and then here this moved for the upside, and this level, this descending trend line, price try to hold above this level. Here it broken the level slightly above this in this specific candle, but and after that price holds another, it hold another time in another candle, and then this one also, and then after that we see a fall, and there was some sort of a struggle also. Price did try to hold this level after the fall, and in this candle we have seen the breaking of the level and then the continuous downside move. Okay, let me delete this. Hence Right now in the 1 hour time frame, this high, which includes up until daily, and this ongoing 1 hour top comes to this level here, right? This level. And right now price is trading here, we can see, and this include other outlined levels, right? These outlined level which I have outlined, this one and then this one, okay, and currently this one. So what is happening, we can assume for the time being we have a rejection here already, okay? This is a rejection, and then the next rejection we have is this one in with this BTC, and then the next rejection we have is this level, which is, I've explained it in the 4 hour time frame, and then another rejection is now with this level which I've talked about just a moment ago. Now all these thing indicates we have some sort of a some resistance going on here with this all these levels, and even if price reach up until this level, there is a chance for that fall, and that fall may lead to the downside and may lead to the new bottom, this one, or it's what might going to happen is it comes down here, try to take a support, maybe another attempt, or during this support may going to fail, and then again for the downside, and then this could be the new, this going to be the new support, and so on and forth with all these levels. So due to these levels, we already have very much clear idea that if anything happens with this BTC in lower time frame, that has to do with these marked levels, okay, all these levels. Now let's go to the 15-minute time frame, and there will be very much clear also. So again, all these levels, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and all those one which we have outlined in the 15-minute time frame, there, the reaction with these levels are very much clear. The price in this 15-minute time frame, we seen this support here, and there are reclaim of this level, some sort of a support here, rejection here, price try to hold above this level. This was what I have talked about in 4 hour time frame. Price has to hold this level, this above this level, to be a valid upside, a good upside move at any given time. In this 15-minute time frame, when price is breaking below this level, this level in this candle, we seen the downside move, okay. Here price, here in this candle broken the level, and then downside again. I mean, multiple cases here we have seen rejection. Overall this level is sort of a rejection for the time being in this lower time frame, okay. And price is only trying to what go above, or wants to go above this level and wants to hold above this level. The buyers, the bull, only wants to reach up until this level and then holds above this level, and then seller comes in and then they are trying to push back down the prices for the downside. So this is what we have in the 15-minute. And if I talk about this top and the bottom in some this way, this used to be what, let's go with this way, and let's what take this, where was our this one, right? This one, this top which I am highlighting right now, this was in 1 hour. This is a 1 hour time frame. Now this top, if I go take a look in the 15-minute, which is here, this used to be a 1 hour top, okay, which includes 4 hour also. You can see 4 hour. What I did is I selected this level, okay, this level, the pointer, the first point, and when price was trading even prior to this one. Currently, in a 15-minute, we have this top, but it used to be here. So let me just do this replay. We can see this one was 1 and a 4 top. Okay, this one is 15 and 1, and I just added this level, and after that the price is still in the downside. I mean, price didn't even get a chance to reach up until here. Maybe possibly in this ongoing activity. Oh, not even chance, because what current top is indicating right now is this one. Okay. What I can do with this one is, I mean, it's not going to be very much what kind of a healthy or trustworthy level, but I'm just showing you guys what is happening here. So this is the top here. This is the top. Okay. And even prior to this one, I think, oh, not okay, this is the top. No, even this prior to this, most likely this supposed to be the top. Let's go and take a look what this way. Okay, here we go. This used to be a top. Okay, and if I just do this again and select this highest top and then do this and then close this replay. So what do we have? This used to be the second pointer, right? And what's happening right now is, even in the past, after this activity, price getting rejection here in this below this level. Even here, try to reclaim here, but some sort of a consolidation, and then here breaking the level, and then downside, and then here it's what is happening right now. It's below this level, so most likely price may go for the downside, and the support level is this one. We have this, and this is the level which I have marked in the beginning. So I mean, what I said about even that this level is not that much trustworthy is because, or maybe I cannot trust in a full, with the full extent, is because the top current top is this one. Okay, and this used to be a prior top. Now I have to rely more on this one rather than this one. Okay, so that's why I was referring not that much. I do not have that much trust with that level. As long as we have the new top, I have to rely on that. So this is all we have in this 15-minute time frame. I mean, in the future videos. Okay, so let's okay, right now, I mean, in this 15-minute we have this much. Now what we have here, this is the rejection, right? This is the same level. Okay, and we are getting already a resistance, and this is the top in the 5-minute. This is the 5-minute time frame. The time frame is 5. Okay, here. And we already observing and noticing the rejection because of the top in the 5-minute, and this includes 15-minute, and this level which I have marked is the same thing, and this is the result of the fall could happen in this sense. So this is very much clear. So this is all I have, and I hope these level which I have explained it, specifically this one, I mean the levels which we have marked in the 4-hour time frame, uh, which has to do with these, all these levels will play out a very important role in future price action with this BTC, because right now it is happening, everything is happening in these within these levels, and eventually we might gonna see this level too, most likely. But I mean, for the time being, we can assume we have a good support with all these levels, because it has to do with the weekly time frame. Okay, and whenever like this happened here, meaning whenever the highest top is there, the lower, the same bottom, the same time frame, including all these time frame in the bottom, will eventually make the prices go for the upside. But we won't be confirmed, I mean, it's not confirmed, but I'm just taking that assumption with that way, that if this has all these three up until weekly time frame, and the current bottom also has all these uh, time frame up until weekly, then that, I mean, we have already seen some sort of upside move from here, which when the price made a bottom here, which is this one, including all the time frame, I mean, up until weekly. Here price made another bottom which includes the weekly also, but this bottom is not closed below the previous bottom. Okay, but here it is trading below this previous and even this previous, so we are not I'm not sure, I'm not even going to say confirmed, but it's in that phase where the price is trying to bottom, one more bottom, another bottom, and maybe this bottom will go, like, I mean, most likely go, towards the upside. And I mean, we have already talked about all these significant levels. This one, in future, there will be some other top and bottom which I will be covering in future videos, because it's not necessarily the bottom, I mean, the top which we are observing here, this 4 and daily, not necessarily remain there this level. It's not going to be the same top and the bottom, top. This is not going to be the same top here, not going to be this level, because the top shift, this tops maybe shift somewhere here. I don't know, but yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's not fixed. The top and the bottom for with specifically with my custom indicator is not fixed, because it will change. The time frame and the people make that happen. Different top and the bottom. So yeah, this is what I have in this video. I think this is one of the lengthiest video I've made so far. And you can subscribe if you want to, for the identification of the top and the bottom with the market, and you can click the notification bell for the notification whenever I upload a video. So yeah, that's all I have for now, and let me just end with a disclaimer. I haven't talked about anything about buying and selling, and I don't do that also. So please refer your own analysis. And if my analysis, which I have shared with these levels, helps you out, then good to go. And I think you should subscribe. So that's all. Thank you so much for now. Bye bye. Take care. And see you in the next video.